good now?
That's the volume right up.
Now?
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's good. Yes, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah. Sarah Cummins is from Australia. She's a speaker, coach, and thought leader on mental well-being and personal empowerment. Known for her no-nonsense practical approaches, she helps individuals overcome struggles like overthinking, disconnection by equipping them with a mindset mastery. Drawing powerful lessons from nature and her life managing a 46-acre property, Sarah offers unique lived insights on resilience and alignment. With a background as an award winning applied scientist, she transitioned from a 17-year government career to coaching after a transformative healing journey. Her mission to empower others, especially women, to unlock their full potential. At the summit, Sarah will be delivering a compelling message on self leadership and the untapped power within us all. So let's welcome Sarah, and the stage is all yours. We would like to know more insights about this challenging topic, which is unstoppable, empowerment lessons, which will encourage us. Thank you so much, Sarah. The stage is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Today, we're diving into Maximum You, my simple truths philosophy.
1 second, Sarah. Sorry. Your camera is not on. Can you please switch on your screen?
Oh, can I please just ask a question? Are we running ahead of schedule? I wasn't expecting to start for another 20 minutes.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, no worries. So, yeah, you would like to start or you want to stay? We are running exactly, no problems with the time schedule. No problem.
Could I please start at the scheduled time?
Yeah, you want to start at your scheduled time. No worries.
Yes, I
Okay.
do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Hello, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I've got a camera problem. It's not looking at my USB camera. How do I fix that?
Yeah, I think you can share the screen. There's a below next to the mic. There's an arrow
Why
down
can't I hear?
in the screen. On the screen.
Just a minute.
Um, you can see the audio. I mean video. Right next to that, there's an arrow.
Say it again, please. I just had trouble with the volume. Where do
Yeah,
I
no
go?
worries. Exactly on the screen
Yep.
where we are. You
Yep.
will have the you can you see the arrow button right bottom near to the bottom on the screen. Yeah.
No, this is weird. How do I get to that first screen where I pointed at the correct camera and microphone?
No. Did you know how do you on the camera? You have on the camera, right? Do you know where it?
That's the incorrect camera. That's my laptop inbuilt camera. I need this one in front of me, which is
Yeah, I got it. We can share. Yeah. Can you see this? We can see your screens. It's we can see your maximum view. Yeah. That's
I've
we are
just
able to see
started
your.
sharing. Now the camera is not correct. How do I change the camera? Pardon? It's very important that I
Yeah.
change
Now
the
got it.
camera.
No. Everything looks fine.
This picture of me.
Perfect.
Help me change the camera, please. I need to point my camera at my USB camera. I might have to go back out and come. I might go back out and come back in again, and it will ask me. Okay.
Yeah. We can see your presentation. That's not a problem.
See the camera of me? That's not
Yeah.
correct. I'm not facing there. I'm going to be facing here. I've got a camera here.
Okay.
It's not my Synaptic audio. It's a USB camera.
Okay. Um, uh, in the virtual summit session, can you see the share button?
No. Show me where the share. How do I
Uh,
toggle between share screen and camera?
it's exactly down the screen. I can see your stage. In the stage, you can see down exactly there is a mic, there is a web, the camera, and right next to it there is an arrow which says only one person can share the screen at
Only
a
one
given.
person can share screen at a given time. No worries. So I share the screen there, and when I'm sharing, there'll be a button somewhere that says stop share.
Yeah, it will say, but
Okay. Can you change my? Oh, I might just have to change settings.
can you switch on now?
Just
Can you please switch on the sharing arrow?
with me. Camera. Shit. Oh, sorry. USB camera. Okay.
Now you can share the screen. Actually,
No, that's still not correct. It's still not using the right camera. I might have to close this and come back in again.
yeah, yes, please. You can switch off and then come back again. No worries. Yeah. You can close the session, Sarah, and come back again so that everything will be normal. Okay.
Okay. Where do I close? I can't even see where to close it.
Hello. Yeah.
That didn't fix it.
Oh, is it? No worries. We have your slides from our end.
No,
We
no,
can.
no. I need the camera in front of me. I'm asking ChatGPT. Hang on. While in AirMate, click the gear icon. Where the hell's the gear icon? Do you know where's the gear icon? Settings, usually the bottom or the top right. Do you know where the settings are?
The settings. It will be in the right side.
Settings for AirMate.
The settings for the
I need the
AirMate.
settings. Yeah, surely settings for AirMate and under camera. I need to select the USB camera. Where's the settings?
Down the screen there is a camera sign. Just click on that.
That just says turn off video and turn on video.
There is a
Audio, video.
Okay.
Camera is not reachable. Please close and try.
No. That's fine. Our technical team expert is here with us, so he will
I'm not
communicate.
going to be. Hang on, this is not helping. Hang on.
No.
Camera is not readable.
Okay.
Oh, close any applications. Oh, I know why. I think I've got it.
You got it? Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I had another app open that was using it. My apologies.
No worries.
Okay, so I really just need to know where the share, and I need a drink.
It will
5
be
minutes.
third after the camera. There is a mic, and after that there is an arrow. You can click on the arrow. Click on that, and you can share.
Do it now?
Yeah, right now.
Will I do it now?
Yes.
Share screen. Okay. And now what do I do?
You can say where the presentation is, whether it's on desktop or.
It's not looking at my bloody. It's not looking at the. Oh, there we go. Entire screen, maximum view, share. All right, great. So then.
You got it. Thank you. Yes, sir. We can see your presentation. All good.
Yeah.
Let me give you a brief intro.
Share. Can I have got time for a drink?
Yes, please.
Thanks. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to turn my phone off. Okay.
All good, Sarah. Let me give a brief intro to the audience who have already in the session. Then you can start sharing your screen to the slides. Okay. Sarah is after the brief intro into the session, you can start your. I think Sarah Cummins is from Australia, a speaker, coach, and thought leader on mental well-being and personal empowerment. Known for her practical approaches, she helps individuals overcome struggles like overthinking and disconnection, equipping them with mindset mastery. Drawing powerful lessons from nature, her life managing 46-acre property, Sarah offers unique lived insights of resilience and alignment. With a background as an award-winning applied scientist, Sarah transitioned from a 17 years government career to coaching after a transformative healing journey. Her mission is to empower others, especially women, to unlock their full potentiality. At this summit, she will be delivering a compelling message on her self-leadership and the untapped power within us, within us. Yeah. So with this, we welcome Sarah. Let's dive into her journey and see how we have that untapped power, resilience power, and everything from her thought-provoking talk. Welcome, Sarah. The stage is all yours. Now you can
share my screen.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for that introduction. Hello, everyone. Today we're diving into Maximum You, my simple truths philosophy that can spark an empowerment revolution. Yes, I said revolution, because what I'm about to share with you will challenge everything you think you know about mental health and human potential. Let's start with the hardest thing in the world to change, and no, it's not a tire. Anyone want to take a guess? Pop your guesses in the chat. It's someone else's mind. But here's what no one tells you. You don't need to change someone else's mind. You only need to change your own. Right now, 1 in 4 Australians are struggling with their mental health. The other 3, they're not in crisis, but they're not thriving either. And when life hits hard, like it's doing now, cracks in the emotional armour begin to show. Australia has got the highest rates of burnout in the world. Add to that wellbeing burnout. We're numb to the message to prioritise your mental health. Why? I believe it's because what we're doing isn't working well enough. People are losing hope. More and more people are coming in to the mental health care system, and very few, if any, are coming out and staying out. That terrifies me because I know what it takes to come back from that lowest of low places. It takes everything you've got. And most people are already running on empty. I recently hit a rock bottom that most people don't return from. And I rose from that place and found a kind of mental freedom that very few people ever know. 16 years in the system and no real shift. 1 focused year to find my way through in solitude on my 46-acre property in Australia. No, I'm not a psychologist. I'm an award-winning applied scientist turned communicator with something very important to say. I believe we've reached a tipping point. This isn't a crisis, it's a wake-up call, a gigantic wake-up call. Shall we begin? Stop sharing that so you can see my face. Hi, I'm Sarah Commons, speaker and empowerment coach and relentless truth teller. I don't just talk mindset mastery, I live it. Now I'm just going to share the screen again. I'm the voice behind a new movement that's shaking up the mental health conversation in Australia, the Live True movement. It's grounded in one simple principle, that authenticity is our North Star. It guides us home to ourselves when we're lost. What nearly destroyed me, I've alchemized into fuel, and now I speak to inspire and ignite people, and I help to innovate systems that desperately need shaking. What I learned the very hard way can and will change lives. But before we go there, let me take you back. Stop the share and show you a picture. This is me. Can everyone see that? This is me being awarded the University of Canberra Medal by the then Vice Chancellor. It's the highest academic honour you can get. I didn't just top my course, I topped the whole university. Oh. Big tick. I didn't even celebrate that moment. Handshake, photo, done. I was already thinking about my next assignment because that's how I lived, fiercely competitive and relentlessly driven to achieve. My brain ran one program. I have to be the best. From there, I kept on ticking boxes. Career aligned with my applied science degree, tick. More awards, more external validation, tick. Got married, tick. Bought my own land, tick. Even after a severe traumatic brain injury in 2006 that almost took me out, I didn't stop. I just ran harder. From the outside, it looked pretty perfect. But inside, it was a very different story. Who can relate? Let me know in the chat. Also, let me know if you have any questions and I will circle back to those when I get a chance. Thank you. Okay, my accident. I thought it was going to be the most significant thing that would happen to me in my life. Oh no, there was lots more to come. Looking back, I can see how this period of my life, I can see it in context now. All I had done, let me start the share again. All I had done was climb the first mountain of my life. But behind the scenes, something niggled. That's the question marks. Something held me back from reaching my full potential. Anyone know that feeling? Imposter syndrome raged in my head. Speaking to people felt like facing a firing squad. I actually gave up attending presentation skills training because it made no difference whatsoever to how I felt. This was not a skills issue. But do you know what? And very few people know this, but the one thing that I really longed for in my heart was genuine connection with people. But it was my one Achilles heel. It was the one thing I could not do. But I kept going. And eventually, something happened. The universe sent me another challenge to help me figure it out. That Achilles heel thing. In 2019, a 20-year career was cruelly taken away from me, and I spiraled hard for 2 years. Then a 15-year marriage, gone. I had built my world around what I called my two rocks. I didn't love myself, but as long as I had my two rocks, I was okay. I never contemplated not having them. But here I was, both were gone for good. This was an extreme scenario for me, and my whole world collapsed, and I hit my absolute rock bottom. Life didn't just stop because I hit my rock bottom. Then we had COVID, global financial crisis, legal proceedings, flooding, drought, all of this on top. And there it was in front of me. I was sitting at the bottom of my second mountain, and my mind was screaming at me, I can't. I sat there at rock bottom, absolute rock bottom, for a year, a whole year, helplessly lost, stuck, and alone on my 46-acre property. But then, one day, I decided to get back up, and I climbed out of that damn hole, inch by inch. I've written in a journal every single day since. When I was about halfway up this climb, I realized the significance of what I was doing, and I gained more momentum. My curious inner scientist kicked in, and I started mapping out how I was doing it diligently, because I knew with every cell in my body, the day would come. I have to share this. At first, I wanted to shout it from rooftops, but I realized if I wanted to be heard, I had to learn to speak. So I did something radical. I went all in and I backed myself 1000%. I invested my last $10,000 into personal development, and every minute of time, every ounce of energy since, right to this day, into learning how to speak with influence. Because what I've got to say, it's too important to not land with impact. I won't lie, I'm doing this for me. Why? Because it's the only way that I can fully process what's happened to me, is to turn that into good somehow. And helping others, well, really, that's the only tick that matters now. I'm building my legacy. To slides. I love Wonder Woman. This GIF really speaks to me. Let me play it for you. Here she is, laser focus, inner quiet, despite chaos around her. And that's really the message here. Start walking. Keep going. Trust your path. You've got more power than you realize. You just want to be happy. Who can relate? Put yes, me in the chat if this is you. Here's the truth. Mindset is 80% of the battle. Let's do a quick exercise. Picture a scale from 0 to 10. It measures quality of life. 0 is rock bottom, 10 is thriving. Now focus on the middle zone, 4 to 7. That's where 80% of people live. I call it the mediocre to miserable zone. That's the real danger zone. Why? Because it's the zone of inaction. You tell yourself, it's not that bad. You lack peace of mind, but you put up with it. You lack inner fulfillment, but you put up with it. All the while, you're slipping backwards, telling yourself that you're fine. Here's the hard truth. If you're in that 4 to 7 zone and doing nothing about it, no one is coming to save you. And here's the real risk. What if your second mountain arrives? That perfect storm that you never saw coming and you're not ready. It happened to me and it can happen to you. I want to show you some photos of me. This is my rock bottom, how it looked. I was in absolute denial. Every night I'd squeeze my eyes shut and chant, please let this be a bad dream. Please let me wake up different. I was firmly stuck in a victim mentality, waiting for someone else to come and fix it for me. It got worse. On my hands and knees, screaming, I want to die. Okay, let's sink deeper. How did it feel? Numb. The absence of emotion was the scariest thing. All I could feel was dread. There was no laughter. I wasn't even sad. I was terrified. My mind was screaming at me that my life was destroyed. And I believed it. I screamed a lot, but I couldn't cry. Not one single tear. That photograph on the right, that's an example. I actually could not produce a tear. I now know that's trauma. Let's sink deeper again, what this meant. This was about identity. You see, I'd attached my identity to two things outside of myself. And when I lost them both, I lost myself completely. Without them, I didn't know who I was. 6 invisible struggles coming up. Let me know in the chat if you can relate. Number 1, Can't sleep. Then you can't think the next day. And then you worry about not sleeping because you can't think. And sleep gets even more elusive. It's more than a vicious cycle. It's bloody torture. 19 years I've done that. Number 2, overthinking. A mind that's always in the past or the future, worrying about things that you can't control. Come on, let me know who can relate. Number 3, misalignment. A life on the outside that doesn't match who you truly are on the inside. That's where lack of fulfillment lives. Number 4, who's with me? Who's relating to these? Disconnection from your body, from people. You live entirely in your head. Number 5, lost. You've got no idea where you are, how you got here, where you're going, and how you're going to get there. You don't have a map. All you've got is fog. 6, stuck. Problems don't get solved. Decisions don't get made. They get put off. No forward momentum at all. You are bogged. Why am I telling you this? So that you know that I know what it feels like. I stayed in that horrific terrain for 3 years until one day came. The pain of staying the same finally outweighed the pain of changing. I finally was willing to admit to myself that no one was coming, and I had to rescue myself. And I did one simple thing. I booked an appointment with a new GP on the advice of a total stranger. I took a leap of faith. That was my turning point. I committed to weekly sessions. The GP was wonderful. In one of those sessions, it happened. This is the bit you really want to pay attention to. The moment that changed everything. My transformational moment. Here it comes. I said out loud for the very, very first time in my life, a whisper from my soul that I'd been repressing my whole life. I'm a writer. I want to write a book. And you know, that one line, it cracked open the authenticity vault, and I started to climb that second mountain. Let me be clear, I'm not here to beg you to change. I'm not even trying to change your mind, because I know I can't. I'm just showing you what can happen and what's possible. If you're an action taker, you'll say, I don't want this for me or the people I love. Show me how to avoid it, please, Sarah. The reality, most people won't, and that breaks my heart. Because I see it every day. People stuck in that 4 to 7 zone. They don't know this one ultimate truth. There's nothing wrong with you. It's what happened to you that you haven't processed yet. I'm talking about undigested life experiences. Like wind trapped in the gut. No good comes of it. You don't need a diagnosis. Sometimes you just need to fart. Yep, I said it because I want you to remember it. That bottling stuff up, sweeping it under the rug, that's the real cause of so much human suffering, mental and physical. And yep, science backs it. Dr. 𝐕𝐈𝐑𝐓𝔄𝐻, trauma expert that the world is listening to right now. He says it like this, and please remember this too. Repression ends in depression. I say what needs to be said in a straight talking, Aussie, simple truth kind of way. I think you can get that now. I apologise if that offends anyone. I'm just being me. I'm modelling authenticity because that's what I stand for.
Yeah.
And real revolution, it starts when just one person stands up and says, This is not okay. Not anymore.
Mm.
And why can't that person be me?
Amazing.
Okay, my value add. Here it comes. When it comes to upping your mental well-being, there's really only two ways. There's coping and there's evolving. I've done both, by the way. Now I'm going to, I'm already sharing screen, aren't I? Okay, so let's start with coping. I did it this way for 16 years. What's going on? Am I sharing my screen? Moderators, I've lost the ability to share screen. Oh, here we go. Sorry, folks. Be back in online in just a second. Okay, so there's really only two ways. Coping and evolving. So we'll start with coping. I did it this way for 16 years post my horse riding accident, the one that nearly took me out. That's when mental health got hard for me. I was stuck in that 4 to 7 kind of life, medicating symptoms to manage them, talking and talking for years and years, but never landing on the real truth of the problem or how to fix it. This is what most of Australia is doing, and if you ask me, it's a pretty bleak outlook. Now let's look at the second way, evolving. This, my friends, is the path of transformation. I'm walking it right now. I'm living proof this path exists. It's the path where you start walking, even when you can't quite see where it's leading. You trust that the path will reveal itself one step at a time. You stop avoiding inconvenient truths and you start listening to your soul. Your vision starts to sharpen, and then you start taking aligned action. Your energy flows into doing things that matches your truth and your values. It's very productive use of your time. And guess what? Your quality of life gets better. Who wants that? Give me a yes, me in the chat. So there's two ways that people step into evolve. One, proactively before they spiral, or two, reactively after they crash and they've got no choice but to rebuild. You've heard my story. I did it the second way after 16 years of coping. And then something truly incredible happened. In just one focused, self-led year, I did it. I learned how to overcome anxiety and depression forever, from the inside out. So there's really just one question I think that everyone needs to ask themselves. How much longer are you willing to waste not living your best life? What's it going to take for you to step from coping to evolving? Let me show you something. This is the maximum U triangle. It captures my core philosophy that we've overcomplicated mental health. And people don't engage with things they don't understand. People don't engage with things they don't understand. So here's 3 simple truths that I believe we've got to come back to if we're going to shift the needle on mental health. Top of the triangle, number 1, mental health is not just about your head. I don't think everyone appreciates this. We've left some people behind. We need to circle back and pick up those people. We're expecting a cognitive strategy on its own to fix emotional problems. the reality is we can't think our way out of everything. We need to feel our emotions to process them, to discharge their energy from our bodies. Emotion, energy in motion. Get it? If we don't, they get trapped and cause all manner of mental and physical problems. Science backs this up. Simple truth number 2. Every person on the planet has 3 core emotional needs. They are safety, love, and connection. That's simple. If we all had all of these 3 needs properly met when we were growing up, we'd be living in a very different world today. This is little t trauma territory. I'm not going there today, but it matters deeply. In summary, here's where I think we've gone wrong as a society. I think we've over-focused on thinking and we've under-focused on feeling. But the reality is better decisions and better outcomes, greater fulfillment, that thing we crave, comes when we think and feel before then closing the loop with aligned action. And that's where this little saying comes in. Say it with me. Think, feel, do authentic you. Again, think, feel, do authentic you. One more time. Think, feel, do authentic you. Simple wins every time because it sticks. And because simple sticks, it scales. Let me give you an example. Stop, drop, roll. We've all heard this one. Stop, revive, survive. That one's from Australia. It's our road safety campaign. I believe that Think, Feel, Do Authentic You has the potential to help us turn the tide on mental health. How? By helping a lot of people a little bit. It's not the whole solution, but it's a start. So now I turn to you, my friends, as a community of visionaries, thought leaders, and change makers. I ask you one question. Would this be useful? Please let me know in the chat. Here's the highest truth. The truth will set you free, but you have to dig for it. You've ignored the whispers from your soul for long enough, and that discomfort that you call imposter syndrome, that's your soul holding you accountable for not being authentic. Okay, how did I actually do it? The grind stuff. Picture this. An Aussie woman living in solitude doing sacred inner work, guided by nature and authenticity. I processed what happened to me in 3 ways. Cognitively, emotionally, and I closed the loop by taking aligned action aligned with my values. What helped me the most while I was processing? Communication and connection. So communication first. I immersed myself in reading, writing, listening, and speaking to figure out what happened to me and how to reverse engineer it. Over 5,000 hours to date, easy. Number 2, connection with myself. It was very much about the getting out of my head back into the body thing. I had to feel it to heal it. Purposeful rituals, fire drums, balloons to release beliefs that were no longer serving me. It was also about dancing. Just moving my body with some crazy people online. It was actually quite the first fun I'd had really in my life. Connection with myself, with nature as well. Nature has been very grounding influence for me. Nature is healing. Horses are healing. I've got access to that right at my doorstep. And thirdly, with others. Yes, it was self-led, but I didn't walk alone. I had 3 amazing women that walked beside me. They didn't do it for me, but they walked beside me. A counsellor, a social worker, and my GP that I mentioned earlier. Also, I found connection in online communities across the world. Don't underestimate the power of the internet, connectivity. We owe a lot to Facebook and social media, really. It's not bad. We just need to use it in the right way. And I did all of this with just 3 things. My smartphone, my dog Maverick, and me. Showing up, vulnerable, authentic, and committed. Why does all this matter? Because right now we're stuck talking about our thoughts, arguing with our minds. We're not feeling our feelings, and we're not taking action aligned with our values. And I can tell you this for certain. If I didn't reconnect with my feelings and my inner truth, my soul whisper, I would not be here today. It's really that simple. I'm going to stop sharing. Put back on me. Let me give it to you straight. Staying the same is harder than changing. Coping is harder than evolving. I'm living proof. There was a time I couldn't even answer the phone, and now I'm standing on global stages. Why? Because the most powerful testimonial that I can offer is me. You can pile on more coping strategies as pressures rise, or you can pause and ask, why is this showing up for me? What in my life, my body, my environment is screaming for my attention? Because if you don't deal with the trigger at the root, you'll keep getting triggered. That's the inconvenient truth. And because truth is inconvenient, we label it, we medicate it, we pathologize it. Let's stop pathologizing being human. Let's stop telling people they're broken. What about this truth bomb? Anxiety and depression are emotions. They're not diseases without a cure. They're vital signals from the body not to be ignored. Repression ends in depression, remember? Let's stop medicating and talking away symptoms without first understanding why they're showing up. That's not best practice. Anyone can see that. So here's something I think we all need to hear. There's nothing wrong with you. You are working exactly as designed under these conditions, and you are not alone in this war that's going on inside your head.
Yeah.
But you do need to stop bullshitting yourself. Something in your world, past or present, is causing your symptoms. And if you want them to be gone for good, you've got to be brave. You've got to dig. Tell the truth, first to yourself, then to someone that you trust. And yes, you might need to change something. It's hard, but it's no harder than what you're living through. In a spirit of radical encouragement, I say this to you now. Stop outsourcing your mental well-being. Stop waiting for someone else to fix you. It's not their responsibility, it's yours. Get back in the driver's seat, take back the wheel, and step into self-responsibility. It's the most empowering thing you'll ever do. And your kids, they'll see you do it, and it will shape them for life. What a legacy. I'm calling on the Australian government too to recognise and support both coping and evolving, because right now, every dollar goes into just coping. Symptom management, crisis management, not prevention or cure. But evolving, the deeper work, the root cause work that cures, gets almost nothing. Let's stop throwing money at doing more of the same. coping is not fixing, and it's not sustainable.
Okay.
The smarter move is to fund the evolve path. It exists. People deserve to know it exists, and they need support to walk it if and when they choose. Okay, closing. Here's how I see it. Empowerment comes from within, and leadership isn't about doing it for someone. It's about walking beside them while they do it themselves.
Okay.
That's how we can create a people-powered empowerment revolution. That's how we shift the needle on mental health. And when we do that, everything else gets better.
Yeah.
It's not about making the problems go away. It's about empowering individuals to get through it better.
Nice.
If you only remember one thing from what I've shared today, let it be this. No matter how big the mountain is in front of you, whether it's your first or your second mountain of life, remember, there's always a way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. It was lovely. I think coping mechanism, we have lots of questions on this coping mechanism. And as you write, still we haven't come up with this evolution in terms of Australian government or whatever the emphasis on the outside scenario. I think these coping mechanisms really work, and your 16 years of thoughtful ideas has really shaped very well. And we have lots of questions, Sarah, but the time is really picking up. So
Okay.
I have so many questions popped up, but I think I can send you those questions to your email. Please answer. We have Haley, Dominic, Pengton, Omar, so many questions from them. So I think you need to answer those questions about the mechanisms. So we'll keep posted to your email, Sarah. And thank you so much for your delightful, fabulous talk on the coping.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you.